Hello everybody, it's the Pepper Wolverine, aka Jeff Hobbs, over here for another 2019 installment of something kind of special. I saw a post on Facebook recently, a gentleman by the name of Rawlings Jr, and I had expressed an interest based upon some pictures he posted of some things he's got going on. You can find him at Smokin' Joe's. I had expressed some interest in seeing if he wanted someone else's unbiased opinion about some peppers that he posted, and we worked out a deal, and I acquired some of his homemade sauce, which is fabulous, and a couple of peppers he's got going on. All of these, which are at the F4 stage, and supposedly all came from the same registered Fatalii plant that he started a while ago. We got a couple of them, and they all look pretty nice. I mean, a couple of them share some different characteristics in comparison to each other. Color not being the only one, because obviously we got a couple. We got the chocolate, we got a red chocolate, we have the one that's labeled gator skin because it definitely took on a little bit more of a bumpier skin, and then we've got the yellow chocolate Fatalii. So over the course of at least four filial generations, everything that started from the same, he's had quite a few different things surface out of his original start. Gave me some good information about him. He's been growing them out, using them for some of his homemade products that are now recently on the market. You can find him at Joe Rawlings Jr. at yahoo.com. He's got a couple things that he does. I can definitely say that his sauce that I tried was top notch. It's up there in line with some of the others that I've tried. And I just sent him a message saying, hey, which one do you really want me to try? And he's like, well, you like it hot, so maybe try the chocolate. So let's try the chocolate. And I've had a chocolate Fatalii before, and it was pretty good. And it had a nice, very nice, respectable heat level. So we're cutting this open with my trusty green pepper knife that I just sharpened for this event. So when you sharpen your blades, lick away from the sharp edge, or you'll cut your tongue like I did in one of my last videos. Interesting. Cut that right down the center, and I missed most of the placenta, but it did well to show that there are some nice glistening things going on there. You can see the sun shining on that there, and that looks nice like that for sure. And most of the placental base is over here on the other side. Might have to cut this one again just so we can see what's going on there, since I missed the mark. Wow. I mean, I just no pressure on that. I just cut my skin open. I might have gone overboard sharpening that one. It's got a very pleasant aroma. Definitely smells like a chocolate hot pepper, that's for sure. And the lighting with that sun definitely helps to show off some of the innards. You can see the placenta wall and lining did a pretty good job, running all the way down to the tip from the base, running back around upwards. It's got a good placental lining, so it should be pretty hot. It should have a nice Fatalii heat, and Fataliis can kick it in the heat department. Quarter, half. Other quarter, leaving the seed base. I'm not in for the bitterness right now. Only had a minimum amount of food. I'm gonna chew this one for a little bit longer. Someone recommended that maybe I'm not doing the peppers justice and not really chewing them enough before I swallow. So, I'm gonna chew this one as much as I can. Purify it, liquefy it in the mouth. Get the full effect. To definitely get that stuck all over around the mouth. Interesting. It definitely has the kind of nutty / earthy tones that I somewhat associate with darker colored peppers. A hair floral as it begins to work its way around every aspect of my mouth, since I really chewed that as good as I could before I swallowed it. So it's lighting up the mouth on fire pretty good. Very respectable amount of heat kicking in. I know he said he had this initially around like some hotter peppers. I think it was said it was initially he was growing Reapers and Fatalis and something else. I'm not going to manipulate my phone and lose the video because I'm not that technically savvy. He wanted to see if they could cross. So I don't know if he really knows what peppers he's got going on. I mean, they're Fatalii by origin, but maybe something else crossed into the lineage to give it a little bit more heat. I mean, Fatalis can be hot. This one's definitely hot, and it's a very nice afternoon here where I am in Illinois. After the additional 2.5 inches of rain I've had in the last 24 hours, which I didn't need. Surprised it's not more humid, but it's not hot enough for it to be humid. It's maybe 70 degrees. It's actually very pleasant outside. And the only reason I mention that is because the pepper has enough heat to kick in the sweat factor. Overall mouth burn hasn't really gone anywhere on the throat. An enjoyable flavor that I initially described as floral, but the floralness subsided quite quickly. And because I did not eat the seed base, there was no bitterness to it. I did not eat that. And now it has the very ever so slight fruit-like earthy tones with the searing Fatalii heat in the mouth for sure. Mr. Smokin' Joe, you got yourself a heck of a pepper. This is not your average chocolate Fatalii. It's got a little bit more heat going on than the or you just have extremely prime conditions and you've really brought out the heat of the Fatalii. I mean, most Fatalis are around the 3 to 450, 500 mark, 500K. I'd definitely say this is a little bit warmer than that. Very enjoyable flavor. And definitely the searing heat that Fataliis are well known for bringing on. Be very interested in seeing what's going on with the other ones, but I'm not going to do those right now, like one on top of the other one. I can feel that already went to my stomach, and because of the lack of food that's in there, might potentially regret that a little bit, but I bring that upon myself. I know better, and yet I continue to do it. So we have the chocolate Fatalii at the F4 stage. Been very, very nice flavor. There's, I mean, for dark colored peppers, I really enjoy Jamaican hot chocolate, habanero, regular chocolate habanero, and chocolate ghosts. I've only had a couple chocolate Fataliis, haven't grown them out myself, had a couple gifted to me or exchanged last season. This is a very, very enjoyable pepper. Good, respectable amount of heat. Not climbing anymore, it's plateaued, but a heck of a flavor. I mean, this would be awesome. I mean, for me, because I like heat with fruit. A bunch of these with a little bit of pineapple and a fermented hot sauce, or a straight up cooked sauce with the same ingredients and a little bit of just white vinegar or some sugarcane vinegar. Yeah, I'm enjoying the chocolate Fatalii from Smokin' Joe's. Joe, I really appreciate you sending me these peppers, and we'll definitely do a follow-up maybe tomorrow. Peppers are still really prime condition, so I got a good couple days before I got to worry about them changing states. Your F4 chocolate Fatalii is one hell of a good pepper. Keep growing them out. It's something to be admired and proud of. I really appreciate you sharing these with me. I hope you find my video, if nothing else, straightforward. Thanks for sharing these with me, and we'll do this again with one of the other peppers. Been another 2019 Pepper Wolverine day in the life of the pepperine. Later.